it's all over. I just want to thank everybody. The other day, you really helped me cure my Moog Muse gas. The thousands and thousands of comments that I had to answer, I appreciate every single one of them. I hope back to all you guys. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from all those comments. I learned that I shouldn't buy Moog Muse. I learned that I should buy the Moog Muse. I learned that I should buy a Waldorf Iridium. I learned that I should save my money until I really know what I want. I learned that I should go look into my synthesizers I already have and dive deep into them and, you know, explore what I already have. Don't I already have enough synthesizers? I learned that I should think about getting the Udo 6 Super Gemini. I learned that. So, after the thousands and thousands of comments and the outpouring of support, I think I finally decided that I'm not going to buy any more synthesizers ever again. I've got enough. I've already got enough. And I shouldn't buy any more. I think it was almost split 50-50. I don't know. People were like, get the Muse. Don't get the Muse. Don't get the Jupiter 8. Get the Jupiter 8. Don't get either of them. Get the Waldorf Iridium. Do you even know how to play music? These are some comments. Who is this guy? How dare he be in a car talking about synthesizers? Does he even have any damn synthesizers? And it just made me think. It made me go into my bedroom /studio /starship, and last night I sat down with the Hydrasynth Deluxe. I dialed up some ambient presets. I started wiggling and waggling the mutators. I started messing with the 5 LFOs that are in it, and I just blasted off into space. And then I thought about it. I was like, do I need any more synthesizers? I mean, at least 700 to 800 people told me I don't need any more and I should really start thinking about things. So I've been thinking, and today I'm thinking that I'm never going to buy anything ever again. I just don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I was dead set on getting the Muse. Then I went, old Daniker got me all gassed up on the Jupiter 8, and then I went down a Jupiter 8 rabbit hole, and I fell in love with the Jupiter 8. For one, it's absolutely pretty. For two, it's got those flash. Someone asked me today, they were like, what does the Jupiter 8 have that your Hydrasynth Deluxe doesn't have? I said, it's got those pretty lips, basically, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. I think the Jupiter X is much prettier than the Hydrasynth Deluxe. Although I love the Hydrasynth, don't get me wrong. I friggin' love the Hydrasynth. But the Jupiter X is beautiful. And I've been doing some reading on the Jupiter X. The Jupiter X firmware 3.0 added 2 oscillators. You can make it sound like a Juno. You can age it back 35 to 800 years and create the most vintage sound you can ever create. But then some people said they just don't connect with it. I don't know. They said they only connect with analog. We had a caller call in. I only connect with analog. I catch that vibe. I know where you're coming from. But I connect with the mini freak like no other, you know. Another guy called in and said I need to be synth miscuous, you know, a play on words being permitted. So I'm never buying any more ever again. What's up, Panasonic? Synth miscuous. So I got more synth miscuous. That's Hans Volt coined the term in general language, and I had to neurolinguistically shorten that up so one word can have a ton of emotions. So now I'm synth miscuous. So the idea was to never buy any more synths ever again. I don't know why everyone's telling me not to buy synths. I want to buy synths. Did someone just post that I'm having a mental breakdown? Baby, if this is a mental breakdown, that everybody needs to have a mental breakdown. It feels good, all right? It feels good, man. It feels good dreaming about synthesizers you want. It feels good researching synthesizers and listening to sounds. That feels good. So if this is supposed to feel bad, then feeling bad feels good. That's what I'm saying. You know, throw a steak emoji in the chat if you feel what I'm saying for all carnivores out there. But yeah, so I'm done buying synthesizers ever again. I'm only getting the TE-05, the Jupiter X, the Moog Muse, the Polybrute 12, and on the fence about the Astrolab. So we'll see. But after those, I'm done forever. I will have enough then. I don't need any more. I'm not going to be watching no more synth videos. I'm not going to be... I might even shut the channel down. I might even shut the channel down after I get these synthesizers. So after I buy these, I'm completely done. I'm done. I'm telling you right now, I'm pulling a Jade Wee. I'm not done with YouTube. I'm done with buying synthesizers, all right? That's what I did. I'm done with YouTube. But yeah, for the moment, you scrambled my brain like crazy so bad that I didn't impulsively buy a Moog Muse. Like I said, I'm not a beta tester. I'm an alpha tester. So I will buy the Moog Muse once it is in its alpha state, its apex predator state. Once the Moog Muse is in apex predator form, the alpha tester will come in, which is me. And I will buy it, no bugs, no firmware problems, no overheating. This thing will stay so cool, I can probably tell my baby to get rid of the air conditioners. It'll be that cool. That's what I'm doing. I'm an alpha tester. So, what order do I need to get these synthesizers in? Jupiter X, Moog Muse, Polybrute 12, TE-05. That's what I'm buying. That's it. After I buy these, I'm not getting anything else. Now I just need to decide what order to get these synthesizers. I love the Jupiter X. You know why I love the Jupiter X? Because everybody was hating on it so bad. Everybody was hating on the Jupiter X so bad that I was like, you know what? If everybody's hating on it, then I gotta go try it for myself. Everybody was loving the Muse so bad that I had to step back, you know, because I'm a little bit of a renegade. I don't like always following the path that's been carved out with the sonic machetes, if you know what I'm saying. So since the Jupiter X got such a pump your brakes, I was like, okay, maybe I need to get the Jupiter X then. Listen, I want to be able to sit down with the Jupiter X. I want to have the AI arpeggio one-man band pumping while I'm playing my tunes. That's what got me so turned on. And what got me turned on is the 3.0 firmware added 2 oscillators and a load of more stuff that I can't get into now, but you guys can go find it on your own. Type in Jupiter X 3.0 firmware. You'll absolutely love it. Not only that, I went and scoured the forums this morning before I went to work, and apparently the Jupiter X 4.0 firmware is actually reintegrating the ACB technology back into the Zen core, okay? So that's pretty interesting to me, because then what? Then what's everyone going to say? Then what's everyone going to say? You know, then I'm actually thinking, this might sound crazy. You guys tell me what you think. I think that Roland actually is the future. The more I keep thinking about it, I'm like, wow, I think Roland might be the future. I know everybody hates on the subscription model, even though everybody's got a Netflix account and got a Amazon Prime membership, so you can get some MIDI cables, show up at your house tomorrow if you order them today, like I did this morning. And I know everybody's hating on the cloud, while all their medical records and all their banking records and everything they got stored on the cloud. So everyone's hating on Roland for that. But I think Roland's the future. That's what I'm thinking. I think they were working on this platform for 25 years, doing the sneaky deaky Japanese ninja, and they are getting ready to come with some real primo. I think COVID slowed them down, but they're getting ready to come with some real primo blast off into the future. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. But anyways, main point is I need to figure out what order to get these synthesizers. And then in between this, I've got to figure out how I can scrounge together the cheese to get these synthesizers. I got a couple ideas. One was the hot dog stand, which I'm still pricing out hot dog carts. Synthdogs.com. Don't go buy that domain name before I do, please. Synthdogs.com. The most colorful hot dogs in the world, I guess I'll call it, or neon bratwurst or something like that. So I got that idea. Maybe I can do some Uber or Lyft and turn that synth car into, maybe I'll get a Cybertruck and deck it out with neon lights and then drive around playing the midnight, talking about synthesizers while I pick people up, and then I can afford to pay off the Cybertruck and get a Moog Muse, a Jupiter X, a TE-05, and a Polybrew 12, baby. I don't know, it's exciting, man. So now, the more that I keep thinking about it, I don't know if I'm ready yet to never buy a synthesizer today, but I'm never buying a synthesizer ever again after I get these ones. Get a rickshaw. I was thinking about getting a rickshaw, actually. Call it a synth shaw. You know what I mean? Neon pink with a little bit of neon green on there. Make it look like Sean O'Malley's Lambo, a little bit of neon pink, purple, and some neon green. I like those colors. So, yeah, maybe I'll get a synth shaw, synth hot dog stand, and then a synth Cybertruck. And then we can make some money to get, and I feel like, what I feel like? I feel like my synthesizer spaceship will be complete, but I just need a few more components. Oh yeah, I need the Osmos too. Yeah, I need the Osmos as well. All right, add the Osmos to the list. After the Osmos, I'm done. All right? After the Osmos, I'm done. Jupiter X, Polybrew 12, Moog Muse, Osmos, mission complete. TE-05, mission complete. Then I got it all. Echo and Synthpunk are trying to get me to buy a Rev 2, but listen, I can't go buy no Rev 2. All right? That's just the cold hard truth. I can't buy a Rev 2 for two reasons. One, it's ugly. It's a very ugly synthesizer. The Rev 2 is ugly. All right? The Rev 2, there is no artistic beauty put into the panel of that synthesizer. So I think it's ugly. I just don't like it. There's not enough flash. And when I like to play in the dark, I like to play with lots of lights burning around. And I feel like the Rev 2 just, I don't know, man. This might sound crazy. Was Dave Smith a little bit lazy when he hired his artistic team to design the Rev 2? I don't know. It's just a thought I've been having because I can't understand why he didn't make that a little prettier. Now, the Pro 3 is gorgeous. The flip top, anyways. The other one, yeah, not beautiful at all, actually. It looks like an overweight Take 5. That's what the Pro 3 non-flip top looks like. It looks like the Take 5 been dipping into the Dunkin' Donuts a little too much, basically. But the Pro 3 flip top, that is a work of art. The Pro 3 sequential Pro 3 flip top is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But that Rev 2, if that Rev 2 was a woman and I was out at one of those wine and paint nights down at the local bead shop or crystal shop, and I looked over and a Rev 2 was sitting there, I probably wouldn't give her a second look. I would probably actually try not to make eye contact, actually. If a Rev 2 was a woman and I cross paths with her in a dark novel bookstore, I probably would try not to make eye contact. You know what I mean? Now, if the Jupiter X was a woman, I'd probably get a little nervous around her, and I might not even go up and talk to her. If the Moog Muse was a woman, I'd have to shoot my shot. I'd have to walk over to the Moog Muse and I'd have to say, "Excuse me, man. I can't help but notice the absolute energetic magnetism you are firing out of every cell of your entire body, that I just had to come over here and let you know that I think you're absolutely breathtaking and I don't think there's one thing in the world that could ever stop you from achieving all your dreams. And my name is Synth Samurai, and how would you like to go for a coffee? That's what I would say to the Moog Muse. Shoot my shot, because it's too gorgeous, it's too pretty, it sounds so good, and it just got that something, you know? Something real special, man. I gotta get that Moog Muse, man. How am I gonna get that Moog Muse? How am I gonna get that Moog Muse? Should I sell the Hydrasynth Deluxe and get that Moog Muse? That'll get me to the halfway point. If I got rid of the Hydrasynth, that would get me to the halfway point, but I don't know, man. I can't get rid of the Hydrasynth Deluxe. The Hydrasynth Deluxe is a work of art, so it's gonna be hard. I don't know. I think I would trade out, I don't know. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they were saying, man, don't ever trade out the Hydrasynth. The Hydrasynth can do everything you ever dreamed of and more. It can't do a Moog Muse. It just can't do a Moog Muse. I actually don't think it can do a Jupiter X either. I don't know. I need ASM to come out with a Hydrasynth Deluxe firmware upgrade ASAP. All right? I need a firmware upgrade. Hydrasynth, baby. We need a firmware upgrade. Stat. Synth Samurai's about to sell his Hydrasynth Deluxe. We need him to keep that thing. And you know what they need to do? They need to bring us the Hydra Drum. Please bring us the Hydra Drum, please. Please bring the Hydra Drum to put right on the Hydrasynth Deluxe desktop. Right in that flat open space you left there. Put the Hydra Drum. Same colors, everything. Beautiful. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta get home. I got to do some stuff outside. I gotta go take the lady to pick up her wheels. Just had to drop basically half the cost of a friggin' Moog Muse on to fix the car. So now we're starting from scratch again. I had to take my Moog Muse money and say, baby, listen, this is one time and one time only. I'm giving you 50% of my Moog Muse money to go fix your whip. She looked at me, her eyes twinkled a little bit, she gave a half smile, she walked out the door. I said, I'll meet you at the car shop. She said, all right, baby. So hopefully that'll be planted later where I can work this back up, man. But I gotta go. See you for Synth Fighter tonight with me and the one and only absolutely legendary Echo Craft, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll catch you then. Slow.